Hello, everybody. Once again, welcome to Mental Conditioning Monday. It's Monday and it's Mental Conditioning Monday. Thank you, everybody, once again for tuning in. We're going to do something a little bit different this week. We're going to do a Mental Conditioning Monday challenge. This is going to be our first one. It's going to be our first Mental Conditioning Monday challenge. And what we're going to do here today is I'm going to give everybody a challenge. We work on, all the different exercises each and every week, trying to strengthen our minds and what mental conditioning means to our lives. So we're going to start to try to put some of that into play with our first Mental Conditioning Monday challenge. So the challenge today is going to be a call of action. I call for everybody, I challenge everybody to take action in your life towards your goals. I mean, one of the things in training our minds is being able to recognize and identify, our goals and ultimately our big picture in life. But when we start to get into that process, the thing that kind of sometimes falls away is the actions. So we're going to challenge you guys to fall into action. I'm going to give you an example first for me and what that means for me. Because as I always say, each and every time that I get on here, this is always a learning experience for me. Mental Conditioning Monday is actually, exercise for me because I'm practicing everything that I'm actually telling you guys. So, I'm going to give you an example of how the action you guys are actually seeing my mental conditioning challenge through actions. Doing Mental Conditioning Mondays is actually my call of action, my challenge to myself. Anyone who knows me personally knows that doing this whole process is not easy for me. However, I've been given this challenge, I guess, in life and to deliver the message of mental conditioning. That's been given to me from a higher power, I truly believe, because it's not something that I just came up with, but I've been asked to, from a higher power, deliver this message. So I have to kind of reach back because when I do my evaluation of me, it's not something that fits me. I'm not comfortable really in social settings. I'm certainly not comfortable sharing my personal views on things, and this is what is a very personal thing to be able to share this with you guys, and it's not easy to do that. But I know that this is a message that I've been called on to deliver. So I have to keep the process going. So there's a challenge for me to do that. And so I have to challenge myself and say, how do you do that? And again, it coincides perfectly because it's really a great example of the training that I'm doing for mental conditioning. So one of the small term challenges was to do Mental Conditioning Monday, which kind of put me in an action mode that I have to come here every Monday and be able to deliver these messages. These messages come to me in abundance during the course of the week, but it's not easy to translate it into action and to sit down and actually, put it into form of a video and be able to share it. But that's really the action that's getting towards my goal and ultimately my big picture, which is to be able to deliver the message of mental strength to as many people as I can, so everybody can understand just how important our mental strength is and what it means to our lives. But that was the call of action for me. Just each and every time I get on here and I'm able to say, hello, you guys. Welcome to Mental Conditioning Monday. That is a call and a challenge of action for me. So that's the challenge that I'm giving to all you guys, is that I want you guys to look at, where you at in your lives. What is the goals that you have in your lives towards your big picture? And we're not looking for to really bite off the whole challenge in one. It can be something very, very, very small. I think that the Mental Conditioning Monday is kind of just a small piece of where we're looking to go in the future with the message. But it's something that's a call of action. So I'm looking for the same challenge for you guys. It could be something small that you just start a call of action. For example, I always parallel mental and physical conditioning. We all have that goal often. Oh yeah, I talk about it all the time. I want to be in better shape. I want to be in better shape. But what is the action, that you are driving towards in order to make that happen? So it could be something as simple as, what most of the time our excuses is, I just don't have enough time to work out. By the time I get home, I'm tired. I go through the same things, for physical training. But you know what? There has to be a call of action that needs to be done today, right now. That's the challenge. I don't want people to, do it next week. I want them to think about. I want you guys to think about that immediately and take that challenge. So if you're having that problem, for example, physically, you know what? Take that call, that challenge, and say, I'm going to set my alarm clock tonight. Whatever time you normally get up, set it for 1 hour earlier. and use that time to physically condition yourself. It don't have to be nothing crazy. Maybe you just get up and right next to your bedside for extra 45 minutes or half an hour, do some exercises. So that's just a small call of action that we are, challenging ourselves to, for Mental Conditioning Monday. A lot of times we talk about, people want to change their career. You want to get a new job. Small challenge. Challenge yourself. Tonight I'm going to sit down and make sure that my resume is updated. Many times we have these things that we want to do, but we're really not taking any action towards, I want to get a new job, but is your resume up to date and ready to go? No. So that's the action that we want to take immediately. Go update that resume. Sometimes we're having problems in our personal lives. You know what? My marriage is not going quite the way I want to. Take that challenge to call for action today. Go on the internet today. Soon as you finish listening to this, go on the internet. I want to make that reservation for me and my spouse to go out and set that specific time and date now. That's the action that you want to take towards that goal, towards that big picture. But again, you don't have to take it all now, just in small pieces. Let me make that reservation. Maybe, I want to be a better parent. I want to be a better father. Don't just say that. Let's take that action. I'm going to set up a time right now to spend some time with the kids. Exact date, exact activity that you want to do. So put all of those things into action immediately. Maybe as simple as, I've always been a good writer, and I want to write a book, but it's something I never got a chance to get to. I've never done anything. You know what? Go to the store tomorrow. Go into the furniture store and buy you a little small. It don't have to be expensive. Buy a little small desk, for you to write, or it can just maybe be your office chair. Just something that's a symbol to call of actions. You know what? When I see that chair that I bought, I went out to the store and I bought that chair specifically for me to sit there and start writing on my book and start the literature or whatever it is that you're doing. Small call of action. Some of us maybe looking to get married. You're looking to take that next step and getting engaged. Maybe you may not have the money for us men. We may not have all the money, to buy that ring right now. But take small steps of action. Take tomorrow, go down, I'm going to put some money down on the ring. That's the call of action, because if that's your goal and that's ultimately your big picture, let's take some action, because we're putting in the work. We talk a lot about commitment and execution, but now let's start, to enjoy the fruits of our labor, the fruits of our training that we are putting in the work. We're talking about commitment. We're talking about execution. Let's now enjoy that work and put it into action so we can see the action being put forward. So that's a challenge for Mental Conditioning Monday. The Mental Conditioning Monday challenge is calling for action. So I want you guys to really first think about, what's that goal? I mean, most of the time, that's not going to take any time because it's on the forefront of our minds. I'm sure as you're watching this, you probably was thinking about, this thing's really bothering me, something that I want to do, and it's just not rolling the way I want to roll it. No problem. Let's call of action. Let's challenge ourselves to put it in motion, with the action. And hopefully you guys even share some of those actions. I'd like to see some feedback, on these things this week. And, tell me what you guys are doing in terms of, I put something into motion this week. I put something into motion right here today. So that'll be cool. We can encourage each other to see the course of action. So that's the Mental Conditioning Monday first challenge. Let's put our skills the exercises that we're learning, let's put them into motion in terms of actions. And I want you guys to do that, right away. It doesn't have to be big, but let's just put some actions, into place, and let's enjoy the fruits of the labors that we're doing in our mental conditioning gym, the work that we're putting in, the hard work and exercise that we're putting in. Let's enjoy it now and show some action on it. So that's my Mental Conditioning Monday message, my Mental Conditioning Monday first challenge. So I look forward to getting feedback from you guys on that. Thank you once again for the support, and I'm pretty excited about it, this first challenge. So everybody have a great week. Stay in the mental conditioning gym, and let's put some action into play. I'll talk to you guys later during the week. If not, definitely next Monday.